U.S. Park Police. What's up everyone, General Discharge here. Today's video is going to be discussing the United States Park Police. Founded in 1791, the U.S. Park Police is one of the oldest federal law enforcement agencies in the United States. It functions as a full-service law enforcement agency with responsibilities in jurisdiction in National Park Service areas. It is one of the few full-service police departments in the federal government that possess both state and federal authority. Did you know the U.S. Park Police has a special forces element to it? Stick around and you'll learn more about it. If you want to know more about the U.S. Park Police, what it does, its missions, special forces, training, requirements, and much more, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Before we jump into it, make sure to take a moment and show us some love and support by liking our video and subscribing to our channel. Your support is our lifeblood. Do not hesitate to ask us questions in the comments section below. We check everything. The U.S. Park Police is a component of the National Park Service, which falls under the Department of the Interior. It shares law enforcement jurisdiction in all lands administered by the National Park Service with a force of National Park Service law enforcement rangers who have the same law enforcement powers and responsibilities. It also provides protection for the President, Secretary of the Interior, and visiting dignitaries. Not only do they guard parks, they are also charged with protecting national icons such as the Statue of Liberty, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the Jefferson Memorial, and other well-known monuments and memorials. This is accomplished through the Homeland Security Division, which consists of the Intelligence Counterterrorism Unit, the New York Field Office, and the Icon Protection Branch, which consists of the Central District Station and Special Forces. Let's get into the U.S. Park Police Special Forces. Under the U.S. Park Police Special Forces, there is an aviation unit, SWAT unit, canine unit, motorcycle unit, marine unit, and special events unit. Let's briefly go over what each of these do. Let's start with the aviation unit. The missions of the aviation unit include aviation support for law enforcement, medevac, search and rescue, high-risk prisoner transport, and presidential and dignitary security. The aviation unit has provided accident-free, professional aviation services for over 28 years. For the SWAT unit, it conducts high-risk search warrants for the Narcotics and Vice unit, as well as for allied federal, state, and local agencies. It also provides vehicular escorts for the President, Vice President, and other dignitaries as requested by the United States Secret Service and other law enforcement agencies. This highly trained team is proficient with a variety of weapons, including the submachine gun, assault rifle, sniper rifle, and less lethal weaponry. The U.S. Park Police's SWAT unit has a proud history, and it has trained numerous members of Department of the Interior law enforcement personnel and outside agencies in crowd control and dynamics, active shooter response, basic tactics, and mixed martial arts. Now on to the K9 unit. Did you know General Discharge has a YouTube membership? We have 3 different levels of perks, each with some pretty cool stuff. You can join with the link in the description, or by the join button next to the subscribe button and on our homepage. What do you gotta lose? Join today. Now back to the video. The U.S. Park Police's K9 unit was the first one stood up in the Washington, D.C. area. The K9 unit is divided into 2 separate disciplines: Patrol and Narcotics Detection Teams and EOD Teams. Patrol Narcotics Detection K9 teams are trained for tracking, apprehension, locating evidence, and detection of narcotics. EOD K9 teams are trained to detect explosive compounds. The K9 unit also assists in securing areas prior to the arrival of the President, Vice President, and visiting heads of state. K9 teams are employed in the Washington, D.C. area, the New York Field Office, and the San Francisco Field Office. Next up is the Motorcycle Unit. This unit rides in SUVs all day long. Just kidding. They're on motorcycles. The Motorcycle Unit provides escorts for the President of the United States, all foreign heads of state, and other dignitaries. It plays a major role in traffic changes and daily enforcement. Moving on to the Marine Unit. The Marine Patrol Unit operates at 2 locations in the New York Field Office, one at the Liberty District and the other at Jamaica Bay. The Marine Unit provides various services to include supporting the safety and security mission of the U.S. Park Police, law enforcement, security patrols at the airport, marine assistance, search and rescue missions, as well as boating accident investigation. And last but not least, the Special Events Unit. The United States Park Police is recognized worldwide for prominence in effective crowd management and security. The Special Events Unit pulls from the other units to form teams based on how big of a crowd they are trying to manage. Depending on the size, they may need assistance from other government entities. Okay, so you know a decent overview of what the US Park Police is and does. But what training do they go through? How do you get into it? And what are the requirements? In order to become a US Park Police officer, you will have to go through training at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Glencoe, Georgia for approximately 18 weeks. After successful completion of the academy, you will be assigned to a field office and will be required to complete the field training program. Once you are completed with that, you are a US Park Police officer. The requirements and process to get into training is quite lengthy and challenging, however. You need to pass a physical fitness test, pass the National Police Officer Selection Test, and undergo a job compatibility analysis. Once that's over with, you'll have a background investigation and be put through a panel and medical review. If selected, you will then go to FLETC. To even get your foot in the door though, you'll need to meet these requirements. Pause the screen to take a longer look. And there you go. You now know a decent bit about the US Park Police. Who knew the Park Police would have so much to it? If you're into learning more about other civilian and law enforcement entities, we've done plenty of videos on them. On screen are all of the videos we've done thus far. There will be a playlist in the description for them. Well, that is the down and dirty of the United States Park Police. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. Do you even want to be here? A big shout out to all of our YouTube members and our patrons over at our Patreon. Thank you all so much for taking the extra step in supporting our channel. It is much appreciated. If you'd like to be featured on a General Discharge video, consider joining our membership with the link in the description or the join button to the left of the subscribe button, or go give our Patreon a look and join the team. Here's Nick Nausea.
All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be here.